What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, today we're going to be checking out some Insurgency Sandstorm because for some strange reason, I feel like it's a lot of people on this channel who don't even know I make any content like this. I've made multiple videos about Insurgency Sandstorm in the past, but I still get comments all the time telling me to check this game out. So here I am. Once again, I'm going to be making another video because they actually came out and released a brand new update with a ton of content. Yeah, I know, surprise, surprise. All these other games get content, but when it comes to, Battlefield or something of that sort, we have to struggle and wait months and months and months and months and months. You know the deal. But in Insurgency Sandstorm, they released a brand new map and 2 new weapons into the mix. The weapons being shotguns, and also the map is called Prison. Now, to start off, I do want to go ahead and talk about the map here, Prison. Now, I do want to say that it's hard to go ahead and compare these maps to any other game because Insurgency Sandstorm is very unique. This isn't really, like a Call of Duty styled game. It's not a Battlefield styled game. Honestly, it's its own type of tactical milsim type shooter. It's fantastic. But I gotta say, all the maps I've played in this game so far, in my opinion, well, since the beginning of this game, were amazing. Even in the first Insurgency, the maps in that game were fantastic as well. But the DLC just makes it get better and better and better. This map is fantastic. Now, I gotta say, when it comes to domination, it's a little rough. And that's crazy because, for me personally, domination is one of my favorite game modes when it comes to this game. It gives you the most freedom, the most points to mess around with your class and your loadout. And, obviously, you get faster respawns and get into the action very quickly. I love domination. But when it comes to this map right here, I don't really think it plays very well. I'm pretty positive that every other game mode plays 10 million times better than domination on this map, and that's perfectly fine with me because the flow and the layout of this map is just fantastic. Now, as I said in the beginning of this video, they did release a couple of shotguns in this update, so it's very obvious that the map that was going to come out in this update was going to be a much more close-quartered map, but at the end of the day, I still have a fantastic time on this map with every single weapon I can think of, using assault rifles, SMGs, and obviously I test out the shotguns a little bit later because I do want to get gameplay and footage of that stuff to showcase in this video, so you guys will see if the new shotguns are good or not later on in the footage. But overall, across the board, every single weapon was viable on this map, and I loved it because I am a massive fan of these breach and clear styled maps. I love pushing into areas, multiple areas that, enemies could be at after breach and clear, check every single angle, and it's a very specific taste, you don't really want this when you're in a Call of Duty lobby, and you don't really want this when you're in Battlefield. But when it comes to Insurgency Sandstorm, it's always held that, really unique tactical vibe, much more tactical than other games as well. It's not even like Rainbow Six Siege status. This game is just very, very, very hardcore. It does a perfect job at merging the milsim genre and the tactical gameplay genre as well. But as I said, this map delivers absolutely everything you could ask for if you are an FPS fan. It delivers to everyone, and this is a problem that we have when it comes to FPS gaming nowadays. Every single map design that we see, regardless if it's in, Battlefield or COD, it doesn't matter which game it is. Map designs aren't made for all players. They're either specifically made for, snipers or specifically made for SMG players, but the best type of map designs are the ones that rotate around all playstyles. Take, what's a good map? Wasteland, for an example. Wasteland from Modern Warfare 2. Fantastic map. It works for everybody. You could use a sniper rifle, you can have an LMG, you could play with an AR or SMG in the middle of the trenches. Basically, whatever playstyle you possibly want, you can do within that map. Same thing with pretty much all the maps across the board in Modern Warfare 2. No matter what map that you play on, you can use any weapon of your choice. Same thing with Black Ops 2, same thing with Black Ops 1. That's what, in my personal opinion, made some of these Call of Duty games some of the best COD games out there, because the maps were playable for absolutely everybody. If you run it into a camper who's, playing like an absolute wuss with double claymores in Modern Warfare 2019, it's hard to go ahead and approach this player in any other way or counter this player because the maps don't cater for it. Now, in some of the remastered maps, I can do it, but the majority of the base maps in Modern Warfare 2019 were so poorly designed that it just made me sick. And the same thing goes for Battlefield 2042. The base maps, as we all see, are horrible. I mean, Flashback Conquest is proof of that. We played 128 Flashback Conquest, and it plays a million times better than 128 players on the base maps that are actually made for that player count. But back to the main topic, in Insurgency Sandstorm, it's not just this new map as well, it's all the maps, but especially in this map, it fits literally everybody. You can use an assault rifle, you can use a sniper rifle and stick on the outskirts of the prison, you can, run an SMG or a shotgun and push through all the jail cells and the tight alleyways and stuff like that. Whatever you want to do within this map, you are allowed to do so. And one last thing I do want to mention about this map is how much I love that the centerpiece of it is this prison. because it allows you, like I said earlier, to do whatever you want. You can go outside and fight out there with ARs or something of that sort. But if the enemy team either has artillery or if they call on helicopters or for whatever reason the outside world becomes extremely dangerous and annoying, you're able to go and still have a massive centerpiece of action. It's not going to be boring. You're not going to go in a corner, like a little tiny building corner, in the back of the map where there's going to be no action so you can hide from the helicopter for a little bit. No, you are going to be in a massive prison with tons of enemies. You're just simply going to enjoy your experience no matter what situation is going on. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, it's not just a new map. There's also 2 new weapons, like I said earlier, both shotguns. Now, the one that you're watching right here is the KS-23, and they also introduced, yes, one of my favorite shotguns ever known, the KSG. And let me tell you guys, it's going to be some footage of that later on as well. It is also a beast. Now, when it comes to Insurgency Sandstorm, it's not really, you're not really wanting new weapons because you want something overpowered. You mostly just want new weapons to have a little variety in the game, because pretty much everything is overpowered in Insurgency Sandstorm. Pretty much 2 shots will take someone out, even if they have the heaviest armor on. And obviously, no matter what they have on, if you clap them in the face, bro, guess what? They're dropping like a fly. They're not standing a chance. And especially when it comes to shotguns, they are devastating. They're pretty much sniper rifles when it comes to Insurgency Sandstorm, which is realistic. That's how shotguns are. Call of Duty, Battlefield, they don't really portray shotguns realistically, but it's for balancing reasons. In a competitive scene, you don't want shotguns, pump shotguns, or even semi-autos or fully automatic shotguns 1 to 2 tapping people from across the map. It's not really normal. But Insurgency Sandstorm, since it's such a casual game and they shoot for more realism than arcadey competitive gameplay, they don't really mind making the shotguns realistic. And I gotta say, it doesn't really make them too valuable to see them introduced into the game, because pretty much any shotgun that you used before does the same damage as the KS-23 and the KSG. So it's not like they're too fascinating. It's like, oh wow, new shotguns, they're probably going to be stupidly ridiculous, overpowered, and it's going to be so fun to use. They work pretty much the same. But I gotta say, it just feels so kick-ass to get a KSG up in my hands again and to be able to completely deck that bad boy out, and hearing it with a suppressor on, it's just, it's so beefy, and it feels so good, rewarding, and satisfying to clap someone with a shotgun in Insurgency Sandstorm. But overall, I gotta say, I'm pretty satisfied with this brand new update in Insurgency Sandstorm. The new map is just fantastic. It's addicting. I was playing it all day, and I promise you, I'm still not bored of it. Usually, if a new map comes out in Call of Duty, I'll play it, 30 minutes to an hour, and it's like, okay, I'm done. It's the same as usual, same old, same old. But every single map they introduce into Insurgency Sandstorm brings such a unique vibe, and it's always just perfectly crafted. I have to give props to the development team. Seriously, they have done such a great job with both these games, the first Insurgency and Insurgency Sandstorm. They keep this game up to date. They continuously add new maps, new content, weapons, skins, everything into this game, and they have a store as well. But shoot, I don't mind giving them a little bit of money. I haven't done it just yet, but seeing other people with skins, I don't think, oh wow, they actually spent money on this game. No, I'm like, wow, okay, you know what, that looks pretty cool. That's an interesting looking skin, because pretty much everything in this game can be earned just by simply playing it. Let me tell you this right now, Insurgency Sandstorm in 2022 is a perfect shooter. If you have not picked up this game yet, if you don't own it, if it's not in your library yet, you are missing out on one of the best experiences you could possibly have. Now, once again, it's not going to be a game you will consistently play all the time. It might not be your daily, your daily activity. But when I tell you that this has single-handedly been one game that has revisited my life multiple times throughout, all these years, ever since, like I said, the first Insurgency all the way up into Insurgency Sandstorm and then current date. This game, even though it hasn't been there daily, I still, branch off and I go back to COD and I go play Battlefield and I hop on Rainbow. I like to play a lot of games. I don't just single-handedly main one game. But Insurgency Sandstorm somehow always finds its way back into the rotation. No matter what, this game finds its way back. And it's because its gameplay loop is so addicting and unique. Like I said, there truly isn't any way to explain it. They did a perfect job, merging a tactical shooter into a milsim while still giving, arcadey, like Call of Duty factors into the actual gameplay. Even like Battlefield team plays, and it's a great shooter. You can get it on console, you can get it on PC. I have to highly recommend. I never get sponsored by them, but I have to highly recommend this game because it will always, always, always be something I will play. But ladies and gentlemen, do me a massive favor, go down in the comment section and let me know your opinions about the new update in Insurgency Sandstorm. Have you tried it out yet? Do you even have this game? Do you not have it? What's your guys' opinion? Do you think the new shotguns are a little too OP? Do you think they're just perfect? Are they fun? Like I said, across the board, I think all shotguns are pretty overpowered in this game, but I had a really good time using the KSG. It was actually extremely entertaining. But ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for checking out this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you leave a like, bumps, hate it, leave a dislike. Also, if you're brand new, enjoy the content, don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification button. Also, if you want to chat with me, there's two ways to do so. I have Twitter and Discord, below the link down in the description. And also want to catch me live streams of video games over on Twitch. Link that is in the description as well. Guys, thanks so much for tuning in. See you on the next one. Peace out.